I got some sad news today that one of my favorite teachers ever, and I've had a few that were just incredible. I'm already going to cry. One of my favorite teachers in the world, passed away, and I'm definitely going to be a blubbering idiot for this one. This is just how I'm coping. I don't know if I'm going to post it or not. I know that my sadness is a little funny in this case, so I'm hoping to make something that's both honoring Mr. J. Now I'm gonna cry. But also, like, maybe a little fun. I don't know, in the way I edit it. And also, it's really an excuse for me to have my little moment. You know, sometimes in life we don't get the ceremony that would help us feel better for things. And so I'm just gonna try and combine this with some other things. My grandma died recently, and I didn't process those feelings either, so I'm thinking maybe my overly emotional response to this will do me good at least, and also maybe be worth sharing, at least, unlisted, with the friends who knew him. And it's really hitting me hard because he was young, like with my grandma it was expected at least. But when it's, I thought I would get to see him again. But it also was an excuse to get some liquor. That's how you honor the dead, right? I have healthy coping mechanisms, okay? Why are you looking at me like I'm weird? First of all, Cassandra, no one is looking at you. Ugh. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those big mood type situations. Moods, mood. It's a mood. Have you heard of moods? Sorry. Okay, I don't know. This is just gonna be very all over the place, but that's okay. You know what? This is between me and Mr. J. So I don't care what you think. So on some level, I think I maybe believe in an afterlife, which I know is probably just a coping mechanism, but I just believe that things are connected. And that consciousness goes back into, it's like the ocean or something. I don't know. Leave me alone. I'm dealing with my feelings. But anyway, so I got Jim Beam. It starts with J. I don't know. I don't know what Mr. J drank, but I know he would have partied with me. And I know that it's funny that that's sad to me too, okay? I get it. I'm self-aware that everything is gonna make me cry, and I don't care how you feel about it because this is my time. My time to feel my feelings. I haven't even had one shot yet, and this is how emotional I already am. You know what, Mr. J is worth it, okay? We're not even gonna be able to get through this. I'm laugh crying. And it's fine. I also got Wild Turkey. I thought I would compare because I don't drink much whiskey, and I only ever buy liquor when it's on sale. So both of these were on a sale, and this is both genuine and true. Oh my god, you're a basket case. Anyway, I thought, haha, Mr. J was a wild turkey. I don't know. Okay, just let me deal. So we're gonna pour one out. We're gonna pour one out for Mr. J, because he deserves it. And I'm just gonna, kind of memorialize him in my own little way, talk about the things I remember. If I can open this, which I probably can't. I got vaccinated yesterday, which is a massive relief. I was feeling in a really good mood until I received this news, and I guess I'm still in a good mood, but it's so sad. It's so sad. Anyway, how the am I supposed to open this? They just think everyone who buys whiskey ever has a knife on them? What's up with that? Alright, we got the Jim Beam open. Oh, and I got some vitamin water as a chaser. Health. Okay, this one's for you, Mr. J. Wherever you are, little Cassie still loves you. Ah! Oh boy. Oh golly gosh. Anyway, I want to make this video because even if I don't post it, I had the thought that I didn't know how to feel when my grandma died. I didn't know how to process those feelings. Like a lot of the things that have been happening, it's hard to know where to put those feelings and how to work through them, especially if there's never like a proper funeral, or you don't go to the funeral or whatever it is. There's always things you can do and things that I maybe neglect to do sometimes, but this is This feels like a safe place for me to process those feelings, all of them. And I thought, well, that's what Mr. J always was. For me and so many other people, high school kids who are lost or confused about life. And he taught theology, but they had theology teachers teach a little bit of sex ed, which is a little weird. But the Catholic high school that I went to was like a little bit progressive, weirdly. And that's what Mr. J did, is he made a safe place for all the confused and weird teenagers that went to that school. A place where we could be ourselves, and where we could be silly, and where we could be emotional. And he was just so kind and so open and so generous with his affection. He always called everybody sweetheart, and he complimented people. He just, the dumb, this is such a stupid thing to cry about. The dumb, cliche, like, throw pillows and stuff that say throw kindness around like confetti, and it's stupid because it's like, how many people do you know who throw confetti around? And it doesn't make a lot of sense. But he did, he threw kindness around, like, not like confetti, but like, I don't know, he just gave it away for free to anyone, to everyone. And he never expected anything in return. He was just one of these genuine and generous people. One of the most sincere and sweet and open-hearted people you'll ever meet. And to have him taken away before his time and not to get a Mr. J hug again is just so tragic. I'm gonna try not to break down, at least not yet. But you don't meet people like that every day, you just don't. They don't make them like that anymore, it seems like. And I know that I'm not the only one that's feeling this loss, Sometimes I wonder if my whole purpose in life is just to feel the feelings that other people don't have time for, and so other people might not be crying like insane people talking to a camera about it, but I know a lot of people who are gonna feel the exact same way that I do. It just sucks. Oh, good. I drooled. We used to, when I took his class, I had it with one of my best friends, and some other friends, and like acquaintances that I didn't know super well, but we became close in that class. And I remember I also had an English class with one of them, and she called me out one time. She was like, yeah, Cassie will be like super friendly and open and like outgoing in this class, and then she just doesn't talk to me in English class. And it's because Mr. J had this beautiful ability to bring people out of their shells and to give you a space to be yourself, to make you feel special and to make you feel heard and seen. It was like a superpower, and I don't think I appreciated fully at the time how rare and amazing that ability is, but it was, and it changed my life, and it changed other people's lives too. And he also was able to admit when he made mistakes. He taught us, he let us know that adults aren't perfect either. And I think that's an underrated, thing for teachers to be able to tell their students, because students don't, you're not just born knowing that. And he could be vulnerable too, like I remember his cat died, and I have this vivid memory of him breaking down in class telling us about it. And he wasn't even sad for himself like normal people would be. He was sad for the cat because she died in this painful, scary way. He was just the most empathetic, kind-hearted person. And the world is worse off without him. That's all. And he taught me, a lot about what it means to be a good person. he knew who he was, and he knew how he saw the world, and he saw things with such a beautiful point of view, you know, with so much compassion and so much genuine ability to care about other people, not because they did anything for him, but just because they were human. To be human is suffering, you know, and he saw that, and he did what he could to make the load less heavy for people. It didn't matter who it was just anyone. It could be like a cashier at a grocery store. No part of me doubts that he was the kind of person to try and brighten everybody's day that he ever came in contact with, which is such a gift. And I think that's part of why I strive to be like that too, you know? I think he taught by example and created a lot more people in the world who wanted to be that way, inspired all of his students to be a little better, to be a little brighter, and a little kinder. I'm just gonna miss him, you know? One other big thing I remember about Mr. J was how much he loved the things that he loved, and one of the things that he loved was Aretha Franklin, who rules. I listened to her the other day on a whim because I was thinking about how much he loved her, because I've never listened that much, you know, I'm a familiar, but I was thinking for some reason randomly about how much Mr. J loved Aretha, because he would mention it like every class. It was amazing. It was so beautiful, and he had this just effusive energy, you know, especially about the things that he loved the most, like her, and so I was thinking about that, and I listened to her, and she rules. So I guess I'm just gonna end this on pour one out for Mr. J and listen to some Aretha, and everything will be okay. Or it won't, but at least you'll feel a little better. So, yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I know I didn't know him, you know, that well compared to his close friends and stuff, but I think he touched everyone he knew, and so I'm one of those people, and I was fortunate enough to get to know him and to have him influence the way I see the world and the way I approach life at such a young age, and I can only hope, you know, to keep following in his footsteps, even just a tiny bit, even though no one will ever be as awesome as Mr. J. He made the world more awesome when he was here. And he made everyone he met more awesome in the process. And we're gonna miss the hell out of you. And so that's all I have to say. Cheers. I love you, Mr. J, and I really hope that there is an afterlife so I can give you one more hug. And thank you for being a safe space for me and for so many others, and continuing to be a safe space for me right now to let these dumb feelings out of my face hole. I have more than one of those. Okay. Cheers. I love you. I don't like whiskey. Lesson learned, you're not supposed to shoot it, pretty sure. Alright, what a note to end on. Okay. I'm gonna go, weep in the shower, so see you on the flippy dippy, folks. Okay, bye. It's gonna be a phlegmy one, folks. Deal with it. I have a pimple, okay? Get over it. Women don't always exist just for your viewing pleasure, alright? No one does, in fact. Don't treat people like objects, alright? I shouldn't have gotten the vaccinated shot in my right arm. Ugh. Just opening the bottle is gonna make me cry. This is why why you gotta drink vodka. It's just simple. There's no blood shed in the process of opening the bottle. I don't think I'm gonna like either of these, but they'll get the job done, and that's what I look for in alcohol. I think I just had a stroke. I made my boss laugh today by making a joke about how I think I have brain damage. It's not a joke. I actually know that I have brain damage. But I think she also has noticed, and so she thought it was funny. Because I definitely have brain damage, but it's more funny if you say, I think I have brain damage. I wonder about myself. Rather than, no, I do. I do. I know that. Anyway, I can't find my wrench. Normally I keep it on top of the fridge, but it's not there. So I don't know what's going on. I think the universe hates me. It doesn't want me to get drunk. But guess what? Mama's gonna get drunk. Oh, my arm. They got in my nose. Oh. Oh. I don't think you're supposed to shoot that. Alright, maybe we're not doing any more shots of that one. Oh! I don't think I cleared out my sinuses. I think I lost one. I don't think you're supposed to shoot that. Alright, well, you learn something new every day, don't ya? Wow. Well, I sure did lose my train of thought. Jesus. Nobody just throws confetti around. I don't get it. What would be an actual good analogy? Throw kindness around like, I don't know, something that people actually throw around a lot. Balls? Throw kindness around like a pitcher throws tennis balls. Pitchers don't throw tennis balls, they throw baseballs. You know what I'm saying. Do I look like Justin Bieber? But like the kind that actually has deep emotions. Sorry, Justin, you're just too easy of a target, to be honest with you. Am I gonna lose another sinus? Probably. That one was a lot less painful. Holy cow. Jim Beam, you gotta put something on the label that says, do not shoot this. You will die. Ugh.